02, with studios in Bowling Green, Louisiana, and Pittsfield.
Area high school basketball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the court for high school basketball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And good evening and welcome to high school basketball on a Thursday. Mark Fronick here at Silex High School tonight as Eagle 102 Sports brings you the 2-1 Silex Lady Owls and the 3-3 Mexico Lady Bulldogs here tonight. We'll talk about this matchup and how we've already got to 7 games tonight for Mexico in a bit when we start the pregame show on Eagle 102 Sports.
On air and online brought to you by Bill Allen Auction Services, Ackles Farm Market, and the Pierre.
The Eagle 102 Sports pregame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green, Clopton, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athletes. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Cellular Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Ackles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey. Stop in for your farm fresh cut ribeye, New York strip, sirloin steaks, fillets, stew meat, ribs, ground beef, snack sticks, and all beef hot dogs. While there, stock up on homegrown fruits and vegetables as well. Open every day, 9 to 7. Ackles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 between Louisiana and Pittsfield.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 Sports pregame show on KJFM Radio.
Lots of changes at Silex here in the old gym. New bleachers this year, which means they moved the scorers table up to our former broadcast position. So, you know, you get progress, you got to adapt, and that's what we're doing here tonight as we're up in the top row next to the scorers table here at Silex, who the Lady Owls off to a good start, 2-1. They had a 9-point win over Warrenton to start the season, then a 10-point win over North Callaway before dropping a 5-point game to Community on the road. That was their first road game. Now back at home tonight against the Mexico Lady Bulldogs, who are 3-3 already this season. In the Gary Filbert Classic, they split. They beat Van Far and then lost to Harrisburg down at Montgomery County. They won the first game against New Haven, then dropped back-to-back contests to finish the tournament. Of course, you take on Clopton, you take on Montgomery County, you might pick up a couple of losses. It was a 56-35 loss to Clopton, then a 49-37 loss to Montgomery, and then they bounced back with a win at Marshall on Tuesday night, a 62-40 victory for Mexico. Now here at Silex in a non-conference game, and it'll be interesting where these teams stand to start the season. We'll talk about our keys to the game for you after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Sudsy Tub, and First Place Printing in Montgomery City.
The Eagle 102 Sports keys to the game are right around the corner. Brought to you by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Noah Builders in Silex is a proud supporter of all area athletes. They're a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit Noah Builders at noahbuildersinc.com.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Gambino's Eatery in Louisiana is open Wednesday through Sunday. Start your day with our select breakfast options, muffins, breakfast burrito, frittata, available from 11 a.m. Enjoy lunch options until 4 p.m., including tenderloin, burgers, wraps, and salads. And Gambino's dinner menu from 4 p.m. to close, featuring delicious entrees like lasagna, red wine pot roast, and more. We offer a variety of dishes beyond pizza and Italian, ensuring there's something for everyone. And don't forget, we're now open Sundays from 11 to 2 p.m. Gambino's on 3rd and Georgia in Louisiana. Your perfect dining destination Wednesday through Sunday.
If it's not on the menu, we don't talk about it.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports Keys to the Game on KJFM. Sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
And our keys to the game for Silex against Mexico. We kind of saw a preview. New coach Ben Painter, the JV team, Silex beat Mexico 26-19, and in doing so, they put a lot of pressure on the ball and weren't afraid to throw the body around a little bit and go for loose balls, try and get into passing lanes. The thing that Silex struggled with in the JV, and hopefully with the varsity talent out there, was getting the ball in, making good ball decisions. They were passing into areas where Mexico was instead of trying to work that perimeter and find their lane to the basket. So I think it's going to be varsity talent, a little cleaner product, and the 2-1 start is pretty indicative to that. So if Silex can control the pace of this game, not pick up the fouls for throwing themselves around a little bit, then I think it's going to be a successful night for Silex in this contest against the Mexico Lady Dogs. We'll take a break, come back with your starting lineups after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, People's Bank and Trust, and Gambino's Eatery.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups are coming up. Brought to you by Community State Banks of Missouri.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
Eagles Bluff Golf Course in Clarksville is a locally owned public course, available for play 7 days a week. For more information, call, visit, or go online to eaglesbluffgolf.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Banks of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And your starting lineups for this matchup between Mexico and Silex. Ladies varsity tonight, the Bulldogs 3-3, coached by Mackenzie Mudd. They'll start a senior, number 2, Kenley Jones. Another senior, number 3, Claire Hudson. A freshman, number 4, Scotty Smith gets the start. A junior, number 10, Hannah Lloyd. And a sophomore, number 12, Grace Hudson gets the start for Mexico. For the Silex Lady Owls, 2-1, coached by Ben Painter. They'll start a junior, number 1, Austin Van Horn. A sophomore, number 2, Morgan Kuntz gets the start. A senior, number 3, Kenzie James. Then the sophomore, number 13, Rylan Jensen. And a senior, number 20, Macy Mooney gets the start. So again, for Mexico, it's Jones, Hudson, Smith, Lloyd, and Hudson. And for Silex, it's Van Horn, Kuntz, James, Jensen, and Mooney. Those are your starters. Getting ready to introduce them on the floor. Take a break, come back with your opening tip after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Schlenker Funeral Home, Service and Supply Co-op, and Quatham Insurance.
To measure the true value of a compact tractor, break out all the jobs it can do. You'll have a long list with a New Holland Workmaster Series 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor from Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green. Put your money on an economical Workmaster compact and enjoy the power of a 3-cylinder engine, the simplicity of a hydrostatic or gear transmission, and a roomy deck. If you value performance and economy, see Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green today about a Workmaster 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Castile's Color Wheel, Eagle's Nest Inn, and People's Savings Bank.
Mexico has been introduced. Silex, their last starter, introduced as well. And we're just about ready for ladies hoops here on a Thursday night on Eagle 102 Sports. 8 minutes on the clock. The benches return to their seats. Into the center circle, Austin Van Horn. A pretty good height advantage over Scotty Smith, especially with the hair popped up on the top of her head. Ball is in the air, and it's one forward. Silex takes it to the hoop, puts it off the glass, and a quick 2 points for Morgan Kuntz. So Kuntz gets the scoring underway, and here comes Mexico back the other way, and it's taken away momentarily, back off the glass, no good. Another shot for Mexico. That one bounces around and finally finds its way home for Scotty Smith to tie the game at 2 apiece. And Silex a little too quick going back the other way, lose it over the end line. Van Horn had the last touch, and it'll go to Mexico. Their chance, first chance to take a lead. With it in the backcourt is Kenley Jones. Jones now a long pass ahead, ball loose, tip forward, and Mexico will keep possession. Hannah Lloyd back up top now for Claire Hudson over to the far side. Now back to Hudson, ball tipped and out of bounds and into the Silex bench flies Claire Hudson. It's going back to the Lady Owls. Just 51 seconds into this ball game, tied at 2. Crossing the line with it is Rylan Jensen for Silex. Turns again, finds her way all the way to the basket, off the glass too hard, and the rebound grabbed by Mexico. Bulldogs having trouble, and the ball goes out of bounds on the far side, back to Silex. Mexico kind of treating the ball like had a little too much air in it, and an inadvertent whistle on the far side, though, inbound again. Silex across the line with it. Ball loose momentarily. Jensen gets it in the middle for Van Horn. Try to reverse layup. That's no good. And here comes Mexico back up the floor. Stolen away by the Owls. And Jensen ahead of the pack, puts it off the glass and scores. Rylan Jensen gives Silex back the lead at 4-2. Stolen again by Silex. Taking over is Kenzie James. Back to Van Horn. Van Horn off the glass, no good, but a foul will send Austin to the line. And it'll go on number 12, Grace Hudson, her first, and the team's first in the quarter. Van Horn to the line to shoot a pair. And the first one rims out. She's still looking for her first point. 4-2 Silex. Nearly 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. One more shot for the junior Van Horn. And that one is up and good. Make it 5-2 in favor of the Owls. And that ball is stolen again by Silex off the glass. Almost Voigt locked on the miss by Kuntz. And Mexico will bring it back up, and a foul going to be called against the Lady Owls. And it's going to go on Kenzie James, her first and the team's first. And Mexico will inbound on the far side. No pressure from Silex. Long three. Off the mark. Rebound grabbed by Jensen. She'll spin backward and take her time getting across the line. Jensen spins again. Gave up her dribble. Now hands the ball off for Morgan Kuntz. 5:25 to go in the first. Kuntz gets it to Van Horn, baseline, kicks it near corner, back up top. Macy Mooney gets it to James, now to Van Horn out high. Van Horn lost control, and they're going to say it was knocked away from her. Stay with Silex with 5:12 to go in the first quarter. James to inbound. Triggers it, comes all the way out to Van Horn beyond the arc. She gets through the lane, gets it to Mooney on the near side. Back up top for Ryland Jensen. Jensen resets the play, gives it to Mooney. Back to Jensen on a give and go to the near side. Here's Van Horn across the lane, shot no good. Rebound grab by Hannah Lloyd, and we're going to have a foul against the Owls. That's going to go on Van Horn, her first, team second. Slow start scoring-wise. Silex with a 3-point lead. Mexico with it in the backcourt. They get across the line. Trying to take it coast to coast. Shot good. And a charge called. That'll wipe it off the board. And the foul whistled on Claire Hudson, her first. Jensen across the line. And she's fouled. A lot of fouls early. This one on Kenley Jones, her first, team's third. So 4:38 to go in the first. 5-2 Silex, and Mexico only has 2 fouls left to give here in the quarter. Mooney. Pass was behind Jensen. She got bumped, and here comes Mexico the other way. Lloyd to the top for a three. That's good. Hudson with her first points tonight. Tie the game at 5. .412 to go in the quarter. Far side. Kuntz into the corner now, back up top. James to Jensen. Back to James, a long three, a little too long, and the rebound grabbed by the Bulldogs. Here they come with speed across the line. And a foul on the floor going to be called, I think, on Kenzie. It is her second. That's what we were talking about in the keys to the game. Play aggressive, but don't pick up those ticky-tack fouls. Little scooper. Just snuck over the rim for Hudson, and Mexico has their first lead. 7-5. On the bucket by Claire Hudson. Mooney to the corner. Macy gets it back up top on the near point. Goes far side with it. Here's a three for James. That's long. Rebound batted around, and Mexico grabs the board. Across the line they come into the offensive end. Lloyd back up top for Hudson. Hudson back to Lloyd. Stops, pops, mid-range jumper, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Morgan Kuntz for the Owls. Silex sets the offense. Van Horn back up top for Jensen. Jensen to Van Horn to the corner. Here's a three. That one is just a bit long, and Silex just hasn't found the range from beyond the arc yet here early in this ball game. That shot off the glass, no good for Mexico. Rebound is blocked. Ball loose. Mexico picks it up. Here's Hudson. She kind of traveled a little bit, loses it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. And wholesale changes coming for Silex. Did they call a foul? They did. They said that's Van Horn's first. I have her for two. .233 to go in the quarter. 7-5 Mexico. Here's Lloyd to the near side for Hudson. She'll try the three. It's short this time. Rebound is knocked out of bounds. Last touch went off Sutherland, but they're going to say it's Silex ball. Across the line with it is Jensen. Silex, I think, needs a bucket on this possession. And they won't get it. Thrown away. Coming back the other way is Lloyd. Her shot no good. Sutherland couldn't grab the rebound. Hudson gets it back. And Claire at the edge of the center circle with it. Lob pass for Hannah Lloyd. That shot misses everything. And it's saved back in, but we're going to have a foul on Cecilia Sutherland. Minute 52 to go, and we will have foul shots. For Mexico, and the first one is good. Making a 3-point lead for the Bulldogs. Second shot is good as well. And a timeout taken by the Owls. With a minute 52 to go in the first. 9-5 Mexico leads on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Pogue Chevy Buick in Hannibal, and White Insurance Agency.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Ackles Farm Market, and Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins.
Silex with the ball after the timeout. Macy Mooney out high with it. Leaves it for Jensen. Gets it to the baseline. Sutherland's shot was blocked. Kick out to Morgan Kuntz. Center of the lane, ball goes to the floor. Mexico takes it away. Silex just not taking care of the ball at the moment. Back the other way. Stop, pop, shot long for Kenley Jones. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Owls with a minute 16 to go in the quarter. Still 9-5 Mexico. Silex grabbed the early lead. Led by as many as 3. Now it's a 4-point Bulldog lead. And off the inbound, an easy 2 for Hudson. She's got 4. And it's 11-5. On the far point, cross-court pass to Morgan Kuntz. Come down to the corner with it off the wing. Back up top for Kuntz. Bounce pass, baseline. Floater no good. Off the Claire Kenyon miss, here comes Mexico. To the near side with it. Kelly Jones. Center of the lane, and that pass taken away, then taken back, but a foul going to be whistled on Claire Hudson. That's her second. With 34.4 seconds to go in the first quarter. 11-5 Silex. They're on an 8-0 run. To the near side, it's Kuntz. Back for Mooney over to the far side. Dribbling back out, pass tipped. Sutherland saves the possession with a little tip of her own into the corner. That shot no good, off of Cecilia's hand and out of bounds. Back to Mexico with 13.1 seconds to go. Marion County beats Louisiana girls 48-40 in other action. Step out three, that one is good from the top for Grace Hudson, her second tray, and that'll end the first quarter with Mexico up by 9, 14-5 over Silex. Back with the second after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Bill Allen Auction Services, Ackles Farm Market, and the Pierre.
State Farm in Pittsfield understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance and financial service needs. Call, email, text, or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsfield, a family-oriented office, is located at 311 Half West Washington Street in Pittsfield, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company is a proud sponsor of the local schools and their athletes. When it's time to quench that thirst, reach for one of the many Pepsi products found in the local concession stands, including Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sundrop, or the all-new Starry Lemon Lime. If you are wanting something other than soda, enjoy Bubbler, Clarbrun Water, Lipton Teas, Gatorade, and more. Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company in New Haven and Bowling Green wishes all the area athletes a great season.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Geared Up, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Start of the second quarter, Mexico with the ball. It's Grace Hudson spinning, gives it off to Kenley Jones over to the far side. Mexico in their road grays trimmed in red. Little collision there, and we're going to have an offensive foul called on Mackenzie Taylor. Her first and the team's first of the quarter. Second offensive foul called against the Bulldogs. Silex, Mooney, pump fake, gives it to Van Horn. Van Horn to the bucket. Can she sneak it in? Yeah. Floated around for a while. She finally gets it to fall, and it's a 7-point game. Ball tipped around and taken by Silex. Off the glass, that shot no good. Rebound loose. Still loose all the way out to the center line. Silex has it. Here's a three. That one off the glass, no good. Rebound Van Horn. She's stripped of the ball, gets it back, puts it over the rim, and dribbling out. Silex is going to reset. Jensen, who ended up with the rebound, now has it again at the top. Van Horn to Mooney. Corner through the hands of James, out of bounds, back to Mexico with 6:42 to go in the half. 14-7. Lady Owls trail. Hudson gets it ahead. All the way into the offensive zone. That shot, the putback is good. And Mexico with two more. 16-7 they lead. And let Hudson bucket down to 6-10. Lady Owls need a hoop. James back for Van Horn. Oh, good pass off the glass. Jensen can't hit. Got her own rebound. 4 Bulldogs collapsed on her and take it away. Stop, pop back the other way, and good. 2 more for Hudson. And a timeout taken by Silex, with the Owls trailing the Mexico Bulldogs 18-7 with 5:45 to go in the half on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Sudsy Tub, and First Place Printing in Montgomery City.
Hi, this is Shelley Clucky with Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We appreciate the value of working hard and making sure you've taken steps to make sure you're prepared for whatever comes your direction. Best wishes to all of our area athletes for another amazing season from myself and Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the square in Bowling Green.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicky Cadwallader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
Silex with them all after the timeout. 3 from the far side is short. And Mexico has the ball. Across the line, Silex wanted another charge. The 3 is short. And 3 Lady Owls there for the rebound. Back the other way, 1-on-2, and a foul on the floor called against Mexico. 5:13 to go in the half. 18-7. And that one is the second on Grace Hudson. Just the second team foul against Mexico here in the quarter. James to inbound. Comes out to Ryland Jensen. Jensen to the corner. Dribbling off the wing was Morgan Kuntz. Now back up top to Jensen. Tried to force a pass. Ball goes to the floor. And we're going to have a tie-up. This time the arrow favors the Lady Owls. 5:04 to go in the half. Just a little sloppy right now for Silex. Jensen. Far side Van Horn on the point. Tried to force it into the middle again. Taken away. Taylor ended up with it for the Bulldogs. Cross the line. They'll set the offense and it's taken away. Here comes Silex back the other way. Shot blocked. Here comes Mexico going back and forth. Spinning with the ball is Hudson. Center of the lane. Shot no good. Van Horn has the rebound. Loose, and we're going to have a foul against the Bulldogs on a push. And that's on Taylor's second. Sutherland coming back in. Cecilia. Taylor will take a breather for Mexico. Macy Mooney comes off the floor for Silex. Bounce pass, James near point. Cross court pass. Had a lot of air under it. Back the other way, kind of telegraphed it, knocked out of bounds by Claire Hudson. He'll stay with Silex. Down to 4:15 to go in the half. Jensen across the line with it. Silex down 11. Far side. Ball short on the pass. Taken away by Mexico. And stolen back by Silex and knocked out of bounds on the far side. And we're going to have a foul against Mexico. That's going to be on Haley Perkins. Her first. James. Now back up top to Jensen. Pass was too tall for Van Horn. That's tough to do, and here comes Mexico again. Long pass ahead. Shot no good. Rebound partially blocked. Another shot up and good. 2 more for Hudson. And it's 20-7. 3 off the mark. And the pass too far. Over the head of Mexico players on the break, and back to Silex it goes, but they need a bucket in a bad way. Back into the ballgame, Claire Kenyon replaces Rylan Jensen. Morgan Kuntz comes out of the ballgame as well. (20-7) Mexico, looking for their 4th win of the season. Here's Kenyon with it. Kick it far side, and it's taken away. Fast break off the glass and good. Hudson with 2 more. 22-7. Mexico taking it to Silex here in the first half. And the ball knocked away again by Claire Hudson. Just there's no zip on the Silex passes. And Mexico is having an easy time just running through the passing lane and getting a fast break the other way. James has it back to Kenyon again. Turnaround shot off the mark. And here comes Mexico off the rebound. That shot is good. Another 2 for Smith. No one back for Silex to take the inbound. Now they get it across the line. 24-7, they trail Mexico. Sutherland, her shot off the mark. Kind of pushed it a little bit. Rebound, Claire Hudson. Across the line. That shot is good. And Mexico just taking it to Silex right now. Here in the first half, 2:03 to go. It's 26-7 Bulldogs lead on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, People's Bank and Trust, and Gambino's Eatery.
At Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green, we're not only helping kids grow stronger, we're helping grow a stronger community for the future. Pediatrician Dr. Barbara White provides the specialized care your child needs from birth through college, right here at home. From routine checkups to immunizations, we're equipped to handle all of your child's health needs. To schedule an appointment, just call 573-324-2241. Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Pike County Mutual Insurance Agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
Silex being outscored in the second quarter by Mexico 12-2 and trail this ball game 26-7 with 1:42 to go in the first half. Far side, here's a 3 for the Owls, short and goes out of bounds. Back to Mexico with 1:36 on the clock. Passes aren't crisp. The shot selection seems a bit rushed. And a travel called against the Bulldogs on the far side. Gives it back to Silex. Chance to get a bucket here with 1:35 to go. James to Kenyon. Back to Kenzie James, and the ball stolen again. Shot off the glass, no good for Mexico. Rebound is tied up. It's going to stay with Mexico, I believe, on the alternating arrow. 1:16 to go, still 26-7, and Rylan Jensen back off the bench to replace Cecilia Sutherland. Mexico inbounds underneath the basket. Clock almost expired on the 5 there. 3 from the near side's no good. Off a foot out of bounds, and it's going to go to the Owls with 1:11 to play in the half. Across the line are the Owls. Jensen now near side for Sam Gradicke. Bounce pass over to Kenzie James. James goes to the corner. Kick out. Back up top for Gradicke. Through Van Horn. James bluffs the three, gives it to Chloe Kenyon. That shot's long, and the rebound is taken by Mexico. Into a double team, and what's the call? Knocked out of bounds by Silex with 40.9 seconds to go. It stays with Mexico. Checking out is Scotty Smith for the Bulldogs. With the ball is Hannah Lloyd in the backcourt. Across the line to Claire Hudson. That shot off the glass is no good. Rebound hits the bottom of the backboard, turns into a pass, and an easy putback there for number 23, Alyssa Miller. Silex fighting underneath the basket, taken away, and a fast break. Too hard off the glass, putback no good. Another putback for Mexico, no good. Rebound goes to the floor and taken away by James. Long pass ahead. And she did not get the shot off in time. Van Horn just had a little bit of trouble gathering that in. And the horn sounds to end the first half with Silex trailing by 3 touchdowns, 28-7. So we head to the locker room. The halftime report is next on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Schlenker Funeral Home, Service and Supply Co-op, and Quatham Insurance.
The Eagle 102 Sports halftime report is coming up. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 Sports halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
2 quarters in the books, and Silex needs to make some adjustments. They trail 28-9. They did put that last basket by Van Horn on the board. I didn't think that they had counted it. In fact, I saw one official waving it off, but it's on the board right now, so we'll count it in the book as well. So Van Horn has 5 points after 2, but Silex it's just a little off on offense. The passes have too much air under them and just aren't no zip whatsoever, and it's making it very easy for Mexico to get the steals and go back the other way for fast breaks, which are not doing great on the fast breaks, but there's 2-3 Bulldogs there to get offensive rebounds and put back points as well. So that's one struggle for Silex. The other struggle is when they do have an opportunity for a shot, they haven't hit anything from beyond the arc. Everything has been short so far from the three-point range. They're struggling within 5 feet, and it's just been just a tad off so far for the 2-1 Owls against the 3-3 Mexico Bulldogs, and that's why we have a 28-9 score after 2. Some other scores from around the area mentioned. It was Marion County over Louisiana girls, 48-40. The Lady Saukeys of Pittsfield are 10-0 after picking up a win tonight, 52-47 at Calhoun. And the Bowling Green Lady Cats have won their third game in a row, 40-30 over the St. Louis Blue Knights. So that's what's going on around the area so far. Here it's 28-9. Mexico leading Silex after 2. We'll go through our first half scoring after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Pogue Chevy Buick in Hannibal, and White Insurance Agency.
One multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One multi-sports complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Everyone needs help with something at some point in their life. This is Tracy B. with PCHD, and I am here to remind you that we have certified community health workers staffed at our office that offer assistance for free to those who need help navigating local resources and more. Please don't hesitate to call 573-324-2111 to learn more or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
2 quarters in the books here at Silex High School. Lady Owls trailing 28-9 to the Mexico Bulldogs. For the Bulldogs, they have 6 points from Claire Hudson, 4 from Scotty Smith, 10 points from Grace Hudson. So the Hudsons have been leading the way. 2 points for Alyssa Miller, 2 points for Landry Teal. And actually that's 4 points for Landry Teal. 2 points for Mackenzie Taylor, who picked up a couple of fouls coming off the bench. For Silex, 5 points for Austin Van Horn, 2 for Morgan Kuntz, 2 for Rylan Jensen. And that is it so far through 2 quarters. It was 14-5 Mexico after 1, after Silex had a 5-2 lead in the early going. But then Mexico caught fire. 14-5 after 1, 28-9 at the half here from Silex High School. Adjustments will be made. Coach Painter, in his first season, has obviously been able to make second half adjustments as he's got 2 wins under his belt against some pretty big schools in Warrenton and North Callaway. So Silex can put some points on the board. In their first 2 games, they scored combined 109 points. They struggled against Community, only put 25 on the board, and that's kind of what makes you nervous with just having 9 points through 2 quarters here tonight. 28-9, Mexico leads Silex. Back with the second half in just a couple minutes here on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Bill Allen Auction Services, Ackles Farm Market, and the Pierre.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Central State Bank believes in more than just banking. Central State Bank's team takes the time to understand your unique needs and goals, and they're proud to be part of the community, actively supporting local businesses and events. Enjoy state-of-the-art banking technology for easy and secure online and mobile banking. Join thousands of satisfied customers who've made the switch to Central State Bank and experience the personal touch and professional service that set them apart. Visit one of the convenient locations in Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Kinderhook, Quincy, and Clayton. Central State Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The Eagle's Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast in Louisiana offers inviting guest rooms, each with its own unique character and historic charm. Call or book online at theeaglesnestinbb.com.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Castile's Color Wheel, Eagle's Nest Inn, and People's Savings Bank.
Still 3 more games for Silex before the Christmas break. Next week they've got a game on the road at Montgomery County. That's on Tuesday, then on Thursday at Winfield. So a couple of back-to-back road games before finishing the 2024 portion of their calendar on the 19th at home against Van Far. Only game here tonight, 28-9, Mexico leading Silex after 2. Silex late coming out of the locker room. Under a minute left to go before we get to the second half. So Van Far on the 19th, and they opened the 2025 portion at Veritas Christian Academy on the 3rd before the Clopton Invitational. So that's what Silex has coming up. They need to focus on these final 2 quarters because they trail 28-9. Now the JV Lady Owls had a fairly large lead for a game that ended 26-19 after 2 quarters, but Mexico was able to come back and make a game of it. So let's see what Silex can do here in the 3rd as play is underway. With it, Jensen leaves it in the corner for James. 3 is off the mark, and the rebound is pulled down by Claire Hudson for Mexico. Back the other way. Little pump fake. Dribble out. Spin move by Grace Hudson. Hudson off the, missed the glass, and it goes off of Kenzie James out of bounds back to Mexico. 7:27 to play in the 3rd quarter, just underway in the second half. Bounce pass. Shot off the glass, no good. Put back is good, and a foul. Claire Hudson has 8 points and a chance to make it 9 from the line. 30-9, and the foul goes on Austin Van Horn. And the 3-point play is completed. And it's 31-9. And the ball stolen. Goes to the floor. Mooney saves the possession. To the near side, bounce pass for James in the corner. She'll dribble out. Mooney throws it away into her own bench. Hope Cunningham got the hands up and avoided taking that one off the nose. Turnover gives it back to Mexico with a minute gone here in the 3rd. And outscored Silex 3-0 so far in the quarter. Lead 31-9. Silex only scored 4 in the first quarter, or 5 in the first quarter, 4 in the second quarter. Little floater through the lane, no good. Rebound pulled down by Morgan Kuntz. And here comes Silex. James. Mooney from right in front of the free throw line. No one's fouling the shot. Jensen gets a tip ball rebound. Ryland back up top, and they'll reset. To Kenzie James. James gets it back again. She'll try the 3. That one's good. James finally able to measure up that 3 ball. And it's 31-12. Silex finally in double figures. That shot off the glass is good. Little runner just stuck to the rim for Claire Hudson. Lob pass Mooney. Here's James. Back to Macy Mooney. Van Horn on the baseline stepped out of bounds. She meant to throw that on the run. Mistimed it and was 2 steps out of bounds before she made the pass. Tic-tac-toe passing. Shot no good for Mexico, and the rebound grabbed by the Owls. Far side with it is Morgan Kuntz, who got the rebound. Back to Jensen to the basket and fouled. That's going to be 3 on Claire Hudson, I believe. She's their leading scorer right now. And to the line goes Rylan Jensen. First free throw since the first quarter for Silex. 5:31 to go in the third. And the shot is good. $20-point deficit. Second shot, no good, and the rebound grabbed by the Bulldogs. Hudson on the move. And out of bounds, it'll stay with the Bulldogs. On that tip out by Silex. Hudson. Passes head, here's a 3, rims out. Rebound grabbed by Van Horn for Silex. Hands it off for Morgan Kuntz. Rylan Jensen. And she tries to go coast to coast and is blocked, and that's going to be number 4 on Claire Hudson. She'll come out of the ball game. She's already walking toward the bench. Haley Perkins getting ready to check in for her after the first shot by Jensen. That one's long. Made her first, missed the last 2. Cecilia Sutherland comes in for Macy Mooney. And that change completed by Mexico with Perkins coming in. Jensen. Can't get that one to fall. Offensive rebound. Kuntz got it back. Now Van Horn, no, and a foul will send Austin Van Horn to the line. That's on number 10, Hannah Lloyd. I think that's how Silex might be able to find their way back, but they got to hit the free throws. Van Horn does just that on the first to make it 33-14. Second shot is good as well. Backcourt, long pass ahead, across the lane, that shot sneaks through. Scotty Smith with 2 more for Mexico. Here's Jensen for Silex, down to 4:37 to go in the half. Van Horn on the weave to Morgan Kuntz. Kuntz back to Van Horn, stops, pops, baseline, shot over everything. And the Bulldogs with the rebound, it's knocked out of bounds. They'll stay with Mexico. With the Lady Dogs leading Silex by 20, 35-15. 4:25 to play in the third quarter. Traffic in the backcourt as Silex picks up the pressure, and we're going to have a timeout called by Mexico. 35-15, they lead Silex in the third, 4:16 to go on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Sudsy Tub, and First Place Printing in Montgomery City.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports come health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green, Clopton, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Casey Sutton, certified athletic trainer with Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Ackles Farm Market, and Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins.
After the timeout, Silex gets the ball and a foul called against Hannah Lloyd. I believe that's her second. It is. And to the line goes Morgan Kuntz. Sophomore with 2 points tonight and hits that one. Cuts the deficit to 19. One more, and that one's good as well. Gotta hit your free throws if you want to get back in the ball game. Back the other way, that shot no good. Tip around rebound to the far side, another shot put up. That one's good. Mexico been able to pour it on. Miller with the bucket that time has 6.
For your farm fresh cut ribeye, New York strip, sirloin steaks, fillets, stew meat, ribs, ground beef, snack sticks, and all beef hot dogs. While there, stock up on homegrown fruits and vegetables as well. Open every day, 9 to 7. Ackles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 between Louisiana and Pittsfield.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Geared Up, and Bank of Missouri.
Far side with it, Silex. Here's James for 3. That one's a little bit long. Rebound knocked around and taken by Mexico. More pressure from Silex, but Mexico able to break it. Nope. Stolen by the Owls. I'll just pop loose. Corner, Jensen. Gives it to Kuntz. Far side. Van Horn thought about the 3. She's going to drive, and the shot no good, and that's going to be a foul against Mackenzie Taylor, and the Mexico fans don't like it after a couple of charges called against the Lady Bulldogs in the first half. That sends Van Horn back to the line. And the first shot is good. And that drops the deficit to 19. Silex hasn't been able to get much closer with 2:16 to go here in the third. She hit them both. Mexico going with a little speed this time. Kick out. Here's a 3. Far side. Rims out. Rebound. Taken away. Shot off the glass is good. That's Miller again. Back to a 20-point advantage for Mexico. 39-19, minute 48 to go in the third. Here's James for 3. That one's short. No one follows the rebound. And it's taken away by Mexico into a fast break. That shot misses everything and out of bounds. Hudson can't believe it. She shanked it. Minute and a half to go in the quarter. Van Horn. Silex needs points in bunches. Nothing there. And on the rebound, a foul against the Owls. That's going to go on James, her third. Off the bench is Claire Kenyon. Morgan Kuntz will take a breather. Mexico slowly across the line. You don't have to be in a hurry. Taylor gets it far side, block, and we're going to have a foul on Cecilia Sutherland on that block, her second. And to the line goes Alyssa Miller for the first time in this ball game. Freshman. And the lead up to 21. Made the first. Second on the way. And she makes that as well, 41-19. James to Van Horn. Far side. Now for Kenyon on the baseline. Had trouble with it and loses it out of bounds, but I'm going to say it was knocked by Taylor. 50.4 seconds to go in the third quarter. All the way out high to Van Horn. Thought about the three again. Gives it off to James instead. Kenzie. To Van Horn. Now to Sutherland. Cecilia into traffic and tied up. Instead they're going to call a foul. And that is number 4 on Taylor. Actually, it's on Miller, not Taylor. That's her first. And the shot good for Cecilia Sutherland, her first point tonight. Second shot is long. Rebound tipped back to Sutherland. Working to the baseline. That shot can't sneak over the rim. Off the miss by Kenyon, out of bounds. Rolled down the leg of Mackenzie Taylor. And back to Silex with 29.2 seconds to go in the third. Sam Granicki to inbound, gets it to Sutherland. Back to Sam. Kick out, James, no. Mooney over to the far side, Kenyon. Stripped to the ball, and here comes Mexico. Little floating pass there. Could have been a foul. Instead, turned into a pass and an easy finish for Scotty Smith. Excuse me, Haley Perkins. That shot no good, and we played 3. 43-20. Silex trailing Mexico as we head to the fourth here on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Schlenker Funeral Home, Service and Supply Co-op, and Quatham Insurance.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Noah Builders in Silex is a proud supporter of all area athletes. They're a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit Noah Builders at noahbuildersinc.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
Start of the fourth quarter. Silex more than doubles their score in that third, but still trail Mexico 43-20 with 8 minutes left in this ball game. And fourth quarter starts with a foul against Cecilia Sutherland. That's her third. 8 seconds into the fourth. Need to find an option. They do. Last second comes out to Alyssa Miller. Miller to the near side. Now a little shot off the glass no good. Put back, no good. Another offensive rebound. This one's Taylor for Mexico. Gets it back to Scotty Smith. Her shot rims out. Long rebound far side taken away by Haley Perkins. Top of the key three is short. Sutherland can't handle the rebound. Out of bounds and back to Silex. They say Taylor had a touch on it. 30 seconds gone in the fourth. Still 43-20. Mexico leading Silex here from Silex High School. Rylan Jensen will bring it up the floor for the Owls. Now for Sam Gradicke, back to Rylan Jensen, to Macy Mooney. Ooh, rocket pass there to Sam Gradicke. Back up top, and we're going to have a foul on Grace Hudson, her third. We have not seen Claire Hudson since she picked up her fourth. Here's Mooney. Near side, Gradicke, her three is good. Gradicke with the tray. Her first 3 points in the ball game, 43-23, 20-point ball game with 6:47 to go. Smith on the far side. Kick back, here's a long two, no good. Sutherland gets the rebound for Silex. Here come the Owls. Jensen works around Taylor to the hoop. No, but a foul will send Rylan Jensen back to the line. 1 of 4 so far from the stripe for the sophomore Jensen. And that one is off the back iron and out. Into the ballgame, Kenley Jones for Mexico to replace Haley Perkins. Sutherland and Gradicke take a seat. Back in Kenyon and Van Horn. Missed them both. Rebound pulled down by the Bulldogs. A little spin after getting across the line. Mexico wants to run a little clock. Miller gets it to Jones. Jones to Taylor. Taylor goes to the hoop. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebound, Mooney picks it up for Silex. Taken back. Blocked. Van Horn is tied up. And the arrow favors the Lady Owls 2 minutes into this fourth quarter. 6:01 left in the ball game to be exact. Owls with the ball, trailing by 20. James back up top, gets it again. Lob pass or a bounce pass down low. And off the glass, Van Horn puts it through. Her first points from the field in the second half. She's been limited to free throws. That shot back the other way. Scotty Smith with 2 more. 45-25, still a 20-point Mexico lead. Here's James. Kenzie gonna try the three from the near side, in and out. Rebound knocked around, picked up by the Bulldogs. Gets loose again. Bulldogs get away with it. Now they have numbers up the floor, 3-on-2. That shot is good. Miller makes it 47-25, Mexico. Mooney drops it off for James, down to 4:50. Back to James again to Jensen. Bounce pass now for Kenzie James. Works it to Van Horn. Her shot was maybe blocked off the glass. No good. And Mexico will set the offense. 4:28 to play. Mexico wants to run clock here. And the ball out of bounds back to Silex. 4:20 to play. Into the ball game, McKenna Claiborne for Silex. She replaces Macy Mooney. Couple of subs back into the ball game for the first time in a while is Claire Hudson for Mexico. 47-25. Working it back. Now Jensen leaves it for James. Now to Claiborne. Gets it again from the free throw line. Her shot off the glass is good. McKenna Claiborne cuts the deficit to 20 again, 47-27. Across the line are the Bulldogs and Hudson. Probably the best ball handler they have. Oh, here's a three from the near side. Push that one just a bit, and the rebound pulled down by Claire Kenyon for Silex. James across the line. Van Horn trapped in the corner. Kick it back to James. Work it to Kenyon. And almost stolen. Jensen, a good play. Keep it for Silex, and a blocking foul going to be called against Landry Teal, and she's like, I didn't even touch her. 3:07 to play. Substitution, Peyton Shaw coming in to replace Alyssa Miller. That's on the Mexico side with nearly 5 minutes gone here in the fourth. To the near side. Pass tipped. Van Horn gets it. Back to James in the near corner. Off the wing with a pass to Austin Van Horn. Gives it back to James. Her three from the corner, in and out. Rebound still being fought for, and coming away with it is Landry Teal for the Bulldogs. Back the other way, an easy two in transition for Grace Hudson. (49-27) Mexico. 2:25 left. Here's Van Horn from the low blocks. Shot too hard. Rebound ripped away, goes to the floor. Still being fought for. And back to Mexico goes on the alternating arrow. Bentley McCarty into the ball game for Mexico. She replaces Grace Hudson, who finishes, most likely, finishes with 12 points. Van Horn, James sit on the Silex side, and I think this may have just become a JV game. Not quite. Still a few varsity players out there on either side. Out high with it is Claire Hudson. Hudson to the free throw line, put on the brakes. Oh, backward pass off the glass. Teal has 6. 51-27, Mexico. And we're going to have a foul on Kenley Jones. I believe that's her second, with 1:39 to go. And I think the rest of the starters, not quite the rest. Claire Hudson's still in there for Mexico. Here's Jensen. Ruth Cunningham on the far side now for Gradicke. Gradicke has a 3 in this quarter. Here's a 3 from the far side. And the rebound pulled down by the Bulldogs. And out of bounds the other way. Mexico, with some of the younger players in there, just got going a little too fast. Silex gets it back, trailing 51-27. Been a while since they had a bucket. Here's Jensen. Near side, now to the baseline, and through the legs of the Silex player on the far side. That was Thurman. Mexico hasn't stopped. We're down to 50 seconds to go in this ball game. Across the key and off the glass and in for Jones to make it 53-27. 38 seconds to go in this ball game. Far side with it is Claire Thurman. Back up top for Rylan Jensen. Thurman again. Now near side for Gradicke to Claiborne. Nothing there for her. Down to 20 seconds to go. Lob pass. Here's a long two, and that's, oh, they're going to call it a three for Sam Gradicke. Her second tray, and that will just about do it. Down to 4 seconds to go. And the final, the Mexico Lady Bulldogs 53, the Silex Lady Owls 30. We'll be back with the postgame after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Pogue Chevy Buick in Hannibal, and White Insurance Agency.
The Eagle 102 Sports postgame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 Sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex. Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports postgame show on KJFM Radio.
Silex struggles tonight. They fall to the Mexico Bulldogs 53-30. Had a good start, got out to a 5-2 lead, but Mexico controlled the remainder of the first half, leading after one 14-5, 28-9 at the break. Came out of the locker room, and Silex just was struggling to keep it between 19 and 21 points the rest of the second half. It was 43-20 after three, and finally our final of 53-30 is in the books. Lady Owls just, they were a little off in the first half and got a little better in the second half. Need a little more zip on the passes. We said that at halftime. The three-point shots weren't quite there. Defensively, they played a lot tougher than they did on the offensive end of the floor, and that's an adjustment that Coach Painter is going to have to make here as the season goes along. Silex falls to 2-2. Mexico improves to 4-3 to get themselves over the 500 mark here early in the season. We'll take a break, come back with final scoring numbers, wrap things up from Silex as the gym is nearly clear already here on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Bill Allen Auction Services, Ackles Farm Market, and the Pierre.
State Farm in Pittsfield understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance and financial service needs. Call, email, text, or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsfield, a family-oriented office, is located at 311 Half West Washington Street in Pittsfield, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company is a proud sponsor of the local schools and their athletes. When it's time to quench that thirst, reach for one of the many Pepsi products found in the local concession stands, including Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sundrop, or the all-new Starry Lemon Lime. If you are wanting something other than soda, enjoy Bubbler, Clarbrun Water, Lipton Teas, Gatorade, and more. Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company in New Haven and Bowling Green wishes all the area athletes a great season.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
Final again here from Silex. Mexico over the Silex Lady Owls, 53-30. Final scoring numbers for the Bulldogs. Looked like they had 2 points from Kenley Jones, 2 from Haley Perkins, 2 from Mackenzie Taylor in this one. 6 points from Landry Teal, 8 for Scotty Smith, a 10-point night for Alyssa Miller, 11 for Claire Hudson, who got in foul trouble early, and then a dozen for Grace Hudson to lead the way for the Bulldogs. For Silex, they had 2 points from McKenna Claiborne, 3 from Kenzie James, 4 each for Rylan Jensen and Morgan Kuntz, 6 points for Sam Gradicke off the bench, and 11 points for Austin Van Horn, who she could have had a 20-plus point night, just struggled with her shot from inside. And that also has something to do with the defense, as Mexico was big down low. When she really went at Claire Hudson, she drew fouls, but just not enough tonight for Silex as they fall to Mexico 53-30. Some other scores from around the area. It was the Bowling Green Lady Cats, their third win in a row over the St. Louis Blue Knights, 40-30. Pittsfield over Calhoun, 52-47. Lady Saukeys are 10-0. And Marion County over Louisiana Girls, 48-40. And, of course, you can find all these scores on KJFMradio.com, on our scoreboard page, and, of course, on Eagle 102 Sports, starting bright and early tomorrow morning during the Eagle Morning Show. That'll wrap things up here from Silex. It's Mexico over the Lady Owls, 53-30 on Eagle 102 Sports.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at KJFMradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.